The unbeatable decade. 150. That's not a typo. For a full decade, one athlete stepped onto the field 150 times and won. Every single time. We're talking about Yolanda Balas, the Romanian high jump queen who completely owned her event from 1957 to 1967. For 10 straight years, if Balas was competing, the fight was for second place. It was a foregone conclusion. She wasn't just winning, she was psychologically dismantling her competition before they even took their first jump. To put that into perspective, the longest high jump winning streak in the modern era is counted in the dozens, not hundreds. This record is more than a statistic, it's a story of absolute unquestionable dominance from a bygone era. The level of mental and physical consistency required to never have an off day, never slip, never get beaten by a rising star for an entire decade is something the modern, hyper-competitive world of athletics simply can't reproduce. This record isn't just safe, it's locked in a vault. The ageless Olympian. 8 Olympic Games. Let that sink in. Most elite athletes are lucky if they make it to 2. 3 makes you a veteran. 4 makes you a legend like Carl Lewis. But 8? That makes JESÚS Ángel García. This Spanish racewalker wasn't just showing up, he was competing in the brutal 50-kilometer race walk. That's over 31 miles. From the 1992 Barcelona Olympics all the way to Tokyo in 2021. He competed against entire generations of athletes. Guys who were his rivals in the 90s had long retired, coached, and probably had kids who were also competing. And here's the kicker. At his final Olympics, he was 51 years old. 51! An age where most people are worried about their back, not a 4-hour endurance race. By the way, if you're enjoying these unbelievable records, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping videos with crazy stats like these all the time, and you won't want to miss what's coming up next. The sub-10 second king. 97 times. That's how many times ASAFA Powell, the Jamaican speed demon, ran the 100 meters faster than 10 seconds. This record isn't about having one perfect lightning-fast race. It's about being a speed machine, consistently, for over a decade. Breaking the 10-second barrier is the holy grail for sprinters. It's what separates the great from the truly world-class. Now, to put Powell's 97 runs into perspective, let's look at the legends. The GOAT himself, Usain Bolt. He only did it 49 times. The iconic Carl Lewis, just 15. Powell's closest competitor is Justin Gatlin, and even he is a distant second. What makes this so untouchable is the brutal nature of sprinting. It's an event that destroys bodies. Careers are short, and peak windows are even shorter, often ended by a single hamstring pop. To stay healthy enough and fast enough to run sub-10 for that long is a testament to durability that we will probably never see again. He wasn't always the Olympic champion, but make no mistake, ASAFA Powell was the most consistent elite sprinter in history.
PAAVO NURMI, the Phantom Fin. Before sprinting superstars and global TV deals, there was a man from Finland who was so dominant he became a myth. We're not just talking about winning a few races, we're talking about an Olympic medal haul that still feels like a typo. Nurmi collected an unbelievable 12 Olympic medals, 9 of them gold. Let's be clear, winning a single Olympic gold medal makes you a national hero for life. Winning multiple makes you a legend. But 9? In the grueling world of middle and long distance running, that's a level of dominance that's almost impossible to comprehend. He competed in 3 different Olympics, 1920, 1924, and 1928, and won medals in events ranging from the 1,500 meters all the way up to the 10,000 meters. In the 1924 Paris Games, he pulled off something truly insane. He won gold in the 1,500 meters and the 5,000 meters with less than an hour of rest between the finals. Today's athletes get days of recovery. Nurmi just put his spikes back on and did it again. That systematic, almost robotic approach to winning redefined what a human could endure. In the modern era of specialization, where runners focus on a single event, no distance runner will ever come close to Nurmi's versatile and overwhelming Olympic success.
Speaking of Olympic legends, you can't ignore Carl Lewis. While Nurmi owns the distance record, Lewis collected 10 Olympic medals of his own, also with 9 golds, across sprints and the long jump, cementing his own spot on the Mount Rushmore of unbreakable legacies.
Allison Felix. For 2 decades, she was the face of American track and field, a model of grace, power, and unbelievable longevity. Her career is a masterclass in sustained excellence. But one number puts her in a league of her own: 20 World Championship medals. That's more than any other athlete, male or female, in the history of the sport. The World Championships are held every 2 years, making this a record of pure, relentless consistency against the best on the planet. And it's not like she was just collecting bronze medals. 14 of those 20 are gold. But here's where it gets even crazier. She wasn't just a World Championship specialist. She also collected 11 Olympic medals, making her the most decorated female track and field Olympian of all time. She won medals in the 200 meters, the 400 meters, and both relays. She competed and won as a young prodigy, as a veteran in her prime, and as a mother who fought her way back to the top. The combination of Olympic and World Championship medals creates a trophy case so full, it's hard to believe it belongs to one person.
The Diamond League Dominator. 46. That's how many times the Croatian discus thrower Sandre Perkovich has won a Diamond League event. The Diamond League is the premier professional circuit in track and field, where the best of the best go head-to-head all season long. It's where reputations are made and broken. And Perkovich has broken everyone. Winning a single Diamond League event is a massive achievement. Winning the overall Diamond League title for the season is a sign of true dominance. Perkovich has won the title an incredible 6 times. Her 46 individual victories show a level of control over her event that is simply staggering. For years, if Perkovich was on the entry list, the rest of the field knew they were competing for second place. She's not just powerful, she's a clutch performer who knows how to win when it matters most. In an event that requires explosive power and flawless technique, maintaining that level of consistency against the world's best year after year is unheard of. This isn't just a record. It's a dynasty built one victory at a time.
At 40 years old, most sprinters are long retired, maybe coaching or doing commentary. Their explosive, fast twitch fibers have faded, and the idea of competing with athletes half their age is just a fantasy. But not for Kim Collins. In 2016, at the age of 40, this absolute legend from the tiny island of St. Kitts and Nevis ran the 100-meter dash in 9.93 seconds. Let me repeat that. 9.93. That's a time that would win medals at many global championships, and he did it at an age when most athletes are dealing with mortgages and dad jokes. This performance makes him, without question, the fastest master sprinter in history. It completely shatters our understanding of what's possible for an aging athlete in one of the most punishing events in sports. What's even more mind-blowing is that this wasn't a fluke. That same year, he consistently ran world-class times, proving it was the result of incredible dedication and a freakish ability to maintain power. Modern sports science is getting better, but defying the biological clock to this degree? It's a statistical anomaly. No one has ever come close to running that fast at that age, and it's hard to imagine anyone ever will. When it came to launching a spear, one man operated on a different planet from everyone else. Meet Jan Železný, the Czech javelin god. In his sport, the 90-meter mark is the benchmark of pure greatness.
a throw that looks like it defies physics, a distance most elite throwers will never reach even once in their careers. Żelazny did it 53 times. Let that number sink in. For the world's best, hitting 90 meters is the achievement of a lifetime. For Żelazny, it was practically a routine. His career total is a staggering monument to consistency that stands alone. He had seasons where he threw over 90 meters multiple times, sometimes even in the same competition, showcasing a level of repeatable power that has never been matched. While other legends have reached that elite distance, no one has lived there like Żelazny. His 53 monster throws have created a legacy that is simply untouchable.
Winning an Olympic gold medal is a life-defining moment. Winning 2 makes you an all-time great. But winning the same individual event at 4 consecutive Olympic Games, that's almost mythical. Meet Al Order, the American discus thrower who achieved the impossible. He won gold in 1956 in Melbourne. He won again in 1960 in Rome. He won again in 1964 in Tokyo. And just for good measure, he won a 4th straight gold in 1968 in Mexico City. That's a 12-year span of complete and utter domination. At each Olympics, he was never the favorite. There was always a younger, stronger thrower who had broken the world record that year. And every single time, Order showed up and delivered a clutch performance to win. In his final Olympic victory, he was 32 years old, competing with athletes a decade younger. Only Carl Lewis has matched this feat in an individual track event. But Order did it first. In today's world of intense competition and the sheer physical toll of a 12-year career at the top, winning 4 straight feels like a feat that longevity and mental toughness that belongs to another era. 122. For nearly a decade, one man was simply unbeatable. From August 26, 1977 to June 4, 1987, Edwin Moses won every single 400-meter hurdles race he finished. That's 122 consecutive races over 9 years, 9 months, and 9 days. This isn't just a track record. It's one of the most dominant streaks in all of sports history. The 400-meter hurdles is known as one of the brutal events, a full-lap sprint combined with the technical nightmare of clearing 10 barriers. It's an event where one misstep, one stutter, can cost you everything. And for 10 years, Moses was flawless. Think about the pressure. Every time he stepped on the track, he was the guy with the streak, the man with the target on his back. A new generation of hurdlers rose and fell, but Moses remained the one constant. His technique was so perfect, so rhythmic, that he took exactly 13 steps between each hurdle every single race. That level of precision is what made him untouchable. In today's competitive landscape, a streak even a quarter of that length would be considered legendary. This one? It's from another world.
The Olympic Games are the biggest stage in sports. The pressure is immense, and it's a place where even seasoned veterans can crumble. Now imagine competing there when you're just a kid. In 1952, American sprinter Barbara Jones did more than just compete. At the Helsinki Olympics, she won a gold medal as part of the 4x100-meter relay team. Her age? A jaw-dropping 15 years and 123 days. She remains the youngest person in history to win an Olympic gold medal in track and field. 15! At an age when most of us were worried about high school exams, she was standing on top of an Olympic podium with a gold medal around her neck. It's a story of prodigious talent meeting the moment perfectly. While we see young stars emerge today, the path to the Olympics is longer and more demanding than ever. Qualifying for the team in a powerhouse nation like the USA is an incredible challenge in itself. To do it at 15 and then win gold? It's a feat so rare that it's hard to imagine the exact combination of youth, talent, and opportunity ever aligning like that again.
When you think of sprinting, one name comes to mind: Usain Bolt. His Olympic triple-doubles are legendary, but his dominance at the World Championships created a record that truly shows his stranglehold on the sport. Over his career, Bolt racked up an incredible 14 World Championship medals, and just like his Olympic performances, they were almost all gold. 11 of them, to be exact. From 2009 to 2015, if Usain Bolt was healthy at a World Championship, he was basically unbeatable. He won the 100, 200, and 4x100-meter relay 3 times in Berlin, Moscow, and Beijing. The only blemish was a false start in the 100-meter final in 2011, a race he almost certainly would have won. What makes this record so monumental is the consistency. The World Championships bring together the absolute best every 2 years, and for nearly a decade, Bolt was the undisputed king. While others have won more total medals by competing for longer, no sprinter has ever dominated the championship stage with such an overwhelming collection of gold. It solidifies his legacy, not just as the fastest, but as the ultimate big game performer.